Deft had a bad evening. Actually, at this time, Max, I need you to roll an investigation check as you notice something in that bush next to you.
That's intimidation, not investigation. There's a slightly bigger difference.
I mean, you could try to intimidate whatever's in that bush.
So you look in the bush. There's like some. It's sticking up like on a stick. You can't really tell what it is. It's some sort of object, though. Maybe a sign?
Come out of that bush before I stomp on your bits till your family line's ended.
Fireball!
No.
That's why Jamin is designed to playing paladins now.
Hey, paladins are fun.
Yeah, but they don't have fireball.
It's true. Although you could shenanigan your way around that one. That's the best part about D&D.
There's always multi-classing.
Alright, James.
Sorry, I was talking to my uncle. He's leaving. Sorry, what was the last part? I had my head off for
You
just a
just
second.
see something in the bush. Looks like it could be maybe a sign. Something on a stick. You can't really make it out. You'd have to clear some of the brush out of the way.
I'm gonna nudge Ronkum and point out to the stick and say, "There's something in there. I'm gonna check it out. Watch my back." And I'm gonna go ahead. This is where detect magic will be amazing, and I'm gonna try and clear it out.
So you go. How are you clearing it? With your sword or like your hands?
My sword.
Okay. So you go and you kind of push the branch to the side. As you look in here, it looks like some sort of stretched piece of hide that has markings on it. It looks like some sort of almost fetish that is left in this location.
And I'm gonna use up another thing of divine sense. Is
What's
it
the name of
evil?
the map we're using?
Clearing.
Hold on
Thank you.
1 second.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be too far up in chat if you just scroll up.
If you double-click on your icon in the top right corner of your character sheet, it'll automatically bring up the map.
Most of the time.
What's the range on Divine Sense, by the way?
60 feet.
Yeah.
So you focus and you avert to that fetish, expecting you to beat, but it doesn't seem to actually be anything in general other than some sort of a marking, perhaps.
Okay.
However, you feel a very, very large undead presence kind of hovering around to the north. It's almost like it's a flock of birds going up and down.
I say,
All right, Alfred Hitchcock.
Now, because he used
Seagulls.
his divine sense, he does actually get to know the type of undead as well.
Ghosts.
oh fuck. I say there's possibly a large group of ghosts up ahead, or maybe just one very big one. But there's ghosts up
Oh,
ahead.
it's a bunch of smaller ones.
Oh, okay. And I
Yeah,
said there's
I'm
a
pretty
bunch.
sure with your divine sense you get the type and numbers, just not like specific names.
Here.
So, for example, if one ghost
Yeah.
was named Bob, you wouldn't know that they're named Bob.
Damn it, you leave Bob out of this. Spoiler alert, jeez.
Yeah, I said there's a bunch of ghosts up ahead, and I mean a bunch.
Like the good kind or the bad kind?
Do they seem evil? Because I can sense evil as well.
I'm sending you a message.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Is there a good kind of ghost?
The wisps are pretty good.
Hello, Casper. He's the friendliest of ghosts.
Yeah, buddy.
And they kind of move almost like a flock of birds.
Sorry, you got me as I was drinking water there.
That's not as good as the Crusher one. That was just art.
I say there's about 100 of them ahead.
Or has, in this universe, a flock of seagulls died and they've come back.
Mine?
Mine?
Mine. Roll initiative. Mine.
God damn it.
No,
Can
you
I
can't.
drink my water
The
in
secret ghost
peace?
keeps stealing our dice.
No, drink water.
No, I was talking about the band.
Oh, my beer. Hold on.
Also,
forgot
I'm
I
like halfway
Maybe
through
if
this
you
beer and I'm
scare
already
them, they'll
feeling it.
run
It's gonna be
far
a great
away.
night.
It is gonna be a great night.
I agree. Okay, and I say, anybody got detect magic they can use?
I think someone had.
I'll look into
You
the
give me
curse.
Do you
about
still
10
have yours up?
minutes. I don't know how long has passed since we last used it.
Yeah, either one of them has it.
I
Just
could.
don't. I have it. I don't have it prepared. I have to use it as ritual.
I could do detect magic, but I'm not gonna burn that spell slot. I'd do it as a ritual.
Yeah. So basically, either one of them could do it as a ritual.
But don't we have a bunch of big thudding sounds heading this way?
Oddly enough, you haven't heard one in a minute or two. But you still do, and now some of you begin to hear that bell about every 15 seconds.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll start doing the detect magic dance.
Okay.
Is that the
I'm
bell
gonna-
we're talking about?
Yep, that's the one.
I'm gonna bring Will over to the fetish I found and say this is what I'm curious about. I don't want to touch it.
About this
After that-
time, you see Twiggy come back out of the fog, marching over to William.
I learned my lesson the first time after activating that trap field. That was not fun.
Is he gonna tell me that Timmy fell down the well?
He's he's gonna start like he kind of hunches over like an old person, and he kind of starts making like a little mimicking thing, like he's ringing a bell, and he's kind of like hobbling along forward, and then he starts making like these weird little ghost images, like woo.
Damn it, I'm in a ritual. I don't think I can talk to him.
And he just kind of like nods at you.
For some reason, what's popped in my head is Metallica for whom the bell tolls.
Good choice.
Yes.
All right,
Okay, so there's an old man with a bell and a bunch of ghosts.
you hear
perhaps
Twiggy,
we
and he's
go
like, he
around?
shakes his head no. He's like, no.
No?
He-
No,
he-
none of what? None of
he-
the old man or none of the ghosts?
He hunches back over, and he starts walking.
The Oni?
And he's like, no.
Bears? Is it bears?
He just kind of like face palms.
Hag?
And he points to Ari. He's like, ding, ding, ding.
So we probably
So he's calling Ari a hag.
not
Who
if he
knows?
doesn't want to be charcoal.
I mean, who knows?
Wait, that's not very nice. Keep those thoughts to yourself.
He kind of like he kind of like bows like, so sorry. All right, so he's doing his thing. Anything you guys want to do while he's detecting magic? Anyone want to go scout it out, Rogue?
Nope, definitely not.
You're a terrible rogue.
I forgot about that.
I know.
So what do we want to do about the approaching hag?
Wolfguard's gonna kind of set up and just kind of get his weapons out and just kind of ready himself. Kern looks over. He looks at Twiggy. He's like, small stick friend. Where did you see this old person? Does he respond to them at all? Or no? Just you?
He is it's his own thing.
Alright then. He looks over and he points like out.
I mean, he have to respond to other people. He just has to respond to me. So if you want to give him a personality, go for it.
Yes.
We like Twiggy. He's awesome.
Kern kind of looks. He's like, small halfling man. Do you mind if I take your stick friend with me? He's like, I'll go check it out while you do your thing.
While I'm doing my ritual, I'll just kind of like wave him off.
Okay. So he reaches down and picks up Twiggy. It's like, anyone else want to come? If not, I'll be back shortly.
I don't make eye contact.
We'll go. I'll go
Alright.
as well, because you never know when you might need a healer.
He kind of looks over. He's like, perhaps not both of you should go. Who's gonna do?
Stealth people volunteer.
He's like, who will defend your friends if both of you go?
Oh, fine, I'll come with.
I mean, he's already taken.
he kind of puts his hand on your shoulder, like, no, I think you're better here. We have the stick. We'll be okay.
Thank God.
So he looks over at Max. He's like, how about... Actually, you both have heavy armor.
Yeah.
He's like, how about you both just be here and I'll be back in a minute.
You sure you're going to be okay?
Worst thing they could do is kill me, and that's not the worst thing. And he slowly starts to sneak off. He's gonna...
No, I'll come with you. I'm coming with.
Okay. Roll a stealth check.
I mean, Twiggy's there to protect him. That's not a 1.
You know what makes that more painful? That modifier. It just...
That's
rubs
3
it in.
ones.
It's alright. Once you get to
that shit.
Thank you.
You're within range.
Don't say it's another 1.
So you watch as Kern and Def start to sneak off, and you watch as Kern is like nice and perfectly quiet, and Def just starts like making all the noise walking. You watch William just pick up a rock and like kind of chuck it at the back of Def's head, like, oh, and then you quiet up.
I will accompany them as well. I'll be using an illusion to help mask my presence since my bonus is not as high as theirs.
Wait, I've got my hood up. Wouldn't I have gotten an advantage?
Yes, you would.
Oh, well. Oh, well.
You roll it again, just see if you get a 20.
Well, I guess there's the lack of 1.
Oh my
Yeah, no, it's not better.
Well, since Def would have had advantage to begin
Techno. I'm so sorry, my friend.
since Def would have had advantage to begin with, can I retcon
That's a tragedy.
my fuckery and put it on Ari instead?
Do what?
Since Def
He's,
would have had advantage to begin with, can I retcon my fuckery and use it on Ari instead?
For the sake of my beer, I'll allow it.
Alright, Ari, re-roll your shit.
Here we go. It's only 5% chance. Don't worry, buddy.
5% is gonna. Never mind.
There you go. Okay. That's better. I don't think I dropped.
If you would have rolled a 1, I would have tried to flip my table and failed because there's a fucking 300-pound fish tank on it.
Don't flip the table.
Yeah, like I would lift at this thing so angrily, though. Alright, so you guys proceed out
Yeah.
to the...
Like, I could even try to... I weigh like 140.
As you guys kind of clear through the frog, Twiggy kind of points you, leads you over by this log. You watch as Kern kind of crawls over to it. He kind of motions to you guys to do the same. As you kind of crest over this log, go ahead and make perception checks.
As we are actively looking for things, can I argue that I have advantage because of hearing, if it is hearing related?
For this, let's see. I'll let you have advantage. Why not?
Alright.
Your aunt sat on your cat?
And I,
Ouch.
of course, have my
Thank you for
camouflage.
advantage.
That's some pussy abuse.
Alright, so Kern doesn't see much. Ari, go ahead and roll yours.
I
Or did
did.
you?
Got
Okay.
17, surprisingly.
So, Ari and Deft, you guys look over, a little bit more accustomed than the human to seeing in this kind of a situation.
Wow.
You look over and you see an elderly woman walking kind of through this little swampish, hillish bog almost. And you just watch as she rings the spell about every 15 seconds. And you watch as you kind of see this light emanating from the sky behind her. And as you get closer and as they begin to pass, you see roughly, by the approximation Max gave you, 100 or so of those little ghost spirits, like the ones you saw in the sky previously,
The
just
dark
following
ones.
this entity.
Now, does this woman look hag-like by chance?
No, it actually just looks like an older woman.
Now, this is very unlikely, being as Ari is not exactly the most studious of individuals, but do I know of any lore or mythos behind this particular figure, shepherding souls?
Go ahead. Let's see. Just roll a history check and we'll see what you get.
Throw an arcana in there as well if that's necessary.
Or not.
Oh, it's gonna be a good night.
It's gonna be a great
It's
night.
a good thing it's only if it's necessary.
And you're out of my range, so I can't even fuck with that.
Okay. So you kind of sit there and you're trying to think. Shepherd souls. You kind of look. I mean, you've heard of such things, but not specifically like this. However, gathering basically what's going on, you become curious if that bell has something to do with this.
Sorry, I just moved to Ari by accident.
It's fine. They're off in a little different area right now, anyways.
So,
And she just keeps walking by, and the spirits keep following. What do you guys want to do?
that does.
Maybe we should wait for them to pass? Hey, Corn. Corn.
Yeah.
Do you think she'd freak out if I took her bell?
She's like, I have a feeling we don't want to do that.
Yeah, the bell seems to attract the ghosts.
I'd rather the ghost be with her than with us.
Okay, but like, are we just gonna wait for them to pass, or like?
Well, we should probably go get the others. I don't trust shady old people walking in the middle of a scary island by themselves with a bunch of ghosts following them.
I mean, yes, true that, brother, but
Just saying, it seems weird.
no, you're right. It's crazy.
Do you think those are children? Maybe we should just attack it really quickly and kill it. Maybe it's evil.
No, it looks like a bunch of ghosts and an old lady.
Listen, I'm all for challenging the odds, but there's like 100 of them and 3 of us.
But maybe they'll run away if we kill her.
Yeah, definitely I have had some prior experience with those ghosts. I don't think they're gonna run away.
What do you think we should do?
Well, not be in her path, that's for sure.
He's like, should we follow her? He's like, do you have any way to track me magically if I follow her?
I mean, I could put sock on you, I guess.
Would that work?
I'm for a distance.
but would you be able to tell where I am, or would you just be able to see where I am?
That's a fair point, my friend.
It's like, I don't want to let her get away.
Why do you want to follow the weird old lady?
What if my daughter's in there?
I don't think your daughter's amongst them.
I mean, she could be.
Shh, he doesn't know that.
Do we know that Theris saw his daughter, or was it just Theris?
You know that he saw his daughter because when he saw her, he dropped to his knees. It actually, based on the roll, she ran away. And then Theris knew and ran to her later, but you don't know that happened.
Okay.
That was a test of Theris that he passed, thankfully, because of his protection of children.
Else that soul would have been mine.
I know. Hey, I see it.
Theris. Bad.
Ari's like, whatever we do, we can't let Theris see the cloud of souls.
I'll become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Don't do it. It's a trap,
Do
Theris.
I follow her or
lose
no?
your hand and your 2 legs.
What do I do?
Well,
Oh!
how do we...
He's
Come
like, wait a minute. He's like, I think I have an idea. God, let's.
Okay.
Da. Wait a minute, this should have. Oh. I thought the distance on Hunter's Mark is from.
I think casting is 90 foot, but I
Wasn't
think it's
it like a
unlimited after
mile?
that. I don't think it's
yeah,
a
it's
range
like
to you have to stay within. I just think you have to be within 90 foot for the initial casting.
yeah, and it'd have to stay within that hour. So he's like, I can mark it, but there's a small chance it might know. If it's a hag, it'll probably know. If it's an old woman, probably not. But then we wouldn't really care now, would we?
I mean, what are the odds of a normal old woman just wandering this spooky ass forest?
Right? Like, why would an old woman be out here at all? I mean, you don't even want to be out here, and you're, like, decked head to toe in awesome stuff.
Am I still off to the side with the ghost girl?
You guys, no, she had already left. So you're
Okay.
just back with the main party while they're off just scouting up a bit ahead.
So, if she's a hag, she'll be able to detect the magic, right?
I think that's the theory.
Well,
But wait. But you have to remember these things, they're supposed to be pretty smart. So what if she knows that we do it, but she doesn't pretend that she knows, and then we think she doesn't know, but she knows, and then we get in a trap?
How quick are you?
I think you're onto something.
You've fallen for one of the classic blunders.
But maybe she knows that we know that and expects us to expect that and would do it just to spite us.
You're going into
Ari,
it.
the
Here's
man's got a
plan.
point. No, we gotta hear him out.
When I say now, cast it. I'm going to go ahead and cast Dragon's Breath on Twig. Okay, so I need you to go to another position. When we give the signal, just start breathing. Not necessarily at them, just anywhere else. And I guess I will give him
Roll an animal handling check for lack of a...
a twig handling check.
We'll call it a plant handling check, but it'll use the same stat. He just kind of looks at you. What kind of breath do you give him?
Well, Ari would be tempted to just give him fire breath.
Seemingly
I'm
so.
taking a step back.
So sure, she'll give him fire breath.
So you try to point him to go where?
Just somewhere else.
Okay.
Goodbye, Twiggy.
You watch as Twiggy just starts walking off. He's like, all right, when?
All right, go for it.
You watch as Twiggy is actually walking straight behind the hag.
Sure. Twig's gonna do what a twig's gonna do.
You watch as you watch Kern cast a spell, and you just kind of see the air slightly shift. Suddenly, he kind of ducks down, and you watch as the woman kind of stops for a second, reaches down, picks something up off the ground, stands back up, rings the bell, and continues walking.
Do you think she noticed?
I don't know. He's
What
like,
did,
where did the twig go?
what did she pick up?
I
Did she
think
pick up the twig?
twig is shadowing her.
Is this just
All of a sudden-
or is this actually a graveyard?
No, it's not a graveyard. It's just this is just like an old kind of stone structure that was left over on this island. It's kind of unfinished almost to a degree too. You guys watch as you just see light off in the distance, and you kind of watch as the air kind of starts to shift and the wind begins to blow like quickly in that direction. What do you guys want to do? You just see him keeping these bursts of big flame off in the distance.
Think,
Do you think William's gonna be mad?
well, I
He's
guess
gonna
we
be
just-
mad, right?
I don't know.
Wait, no. We can fix this. I'm gonna try and find a stick off the ground.
Oh my god.
Roll an investigation check.
Oh my god.
One of those nights.
And it continues. It fucking continues.
So you look down. You find a stick. You kind of look at it. It's like a bone. It'll have to do though. And you just kind of watch as you hear something off in the distance. You hear,
Does it sound like a twig screaming and running?
it sounds more like a calculated tactical retreat on his part, okay?
Does it
He's
sound
just
like
giving
he's
a
coming
battle
down the path?
cry to let you know that he's pulling. Oh no, he's not even waiting for you guys. He's just running.
That's what I mean. Like, is he running down the path that we're along, or is he running in a completely different direction?
He might be running in your direction. You're not sure. He hasn't kind of got that far yet.
I'm
Alright,
crying.
I have a plan. Are there ghosts still in the middle of the pathway?
You don't see the ghost at the moment.
I'm going to kind of hide with an illusion.
I'm
What
making sure my bone is brown and covered in mud, so it looks like a
And-
stick.
And if the twig comes through here, I'm going to try and scoop him up into the illusion, and then recreate the illusion of the twig kind of like laying down, pretending to be a twig, and then we'll like dive back into the bushes.
Oh my god.
You watch. More or less, he doesn't even run past you. He just kind of runs south like. "Ah!" And you watch as about 10 of these little spirits just kind of are like dipping at him. Kind of like he's being chased by birds.
Is he running back towards the party?
You watch, and he just kind of runs off in the distance. You lose track of him.
I'm gonna go break the news to William, and I'll start walking back.
What did you do to my boy?
All right, so you guys kind of go back. You watch as Karen is like hanging out near the rear of the group.
William. So we ran into some. He fought so bravely. There was nothing we could do, and I'm like clutching the bone in my hands, just gently. I'm sorry.
You don't even know the difference between a bone and a stick.
What? This is a. Oh God! And I drop it.
You're a bunch of grave robbers, aren't you?
You hear off in the distance, William.
What Death is trying to say.
And you see a little tiny stick man with a broken off leg and half a broken off arm kind of dragging himself in the distance.
Do I see this?
Yeah,
I'll walk briskly over, pick him up, and bring him back.
Wow, that stick is resilient.
I'm so proud of him.
You watch as Max walks back over Twiggy.
Oh god, now I have to look at my inventory to see what I have.
Alright, so you guys kind of gather around.
So I'm gonna take, like, a foot of my rope, unwrap it so it turns into a bunch of strands of twine instead of a rope.
Okay.
And I'm going to, like, tie random sticks and stuff onto Twiggy's severed limbs.
Okay.
Can
And
I assist?
with anything left,
Mhm.
I'm gonna take a leaf and, like, put 2 holes in it and fashion him an eye patch.
Can I assist at all?
I'll just say you guys take your time and you patch him up. He looks like a little stick pirate. He has a peg leg, but it's
And
not his
another peg
natural wood,
Very fierce.
so he still has a wooden leg. It just looks like a peg leg.
So you're gonna have to get him a flesh leg so it fits the theme better.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Well, oddly enough, that would not be the first time I've done that as a player.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about it. After what happened with Crusher, and as we're referencing.
I attached a Yeti leg to someone who lost their leg
Yep.
True story, I was there.
with my wizard.
Yeah.
My wife's character lost an eyeball to a crit arrow, and then she stuffed a goblin eye in there, and then later just stuffed a orc eye in there, or a bugbear eye.
Oh my gosh.
excuse me.
Oh.
It's kind of like Decoya.
My curiosity is, why would you stick either of those eyes anywhere?
Because
Nasty.
Thought
An
maybe
eye's
it'd
an
work.
eye.
The goblin didn't. It was starting to rot. The bugbear, I told her, I'm like, okay, well, just roll me some percentile dice just for the off chance. Like, who knows? It's crazy Magic World. And she rolled like an 01, so the bugbear eye grafted so she can close one eye and have like 30-foot dark vision.
that's sweet.
Interesting.
No, what you're supposed to do when you lose an eye is you're supposed to drop it down a well that's owned by some witches so you can see all the future, present, and past at the same time.
Decoya actually has a hag eye in her left eye. Because Decoya could not think of what to ask for when they had made a deal to kill a hag earlier in the campaign, and the hag kind of looked at her and said, "You need a bit of clarity, I think, in your life." And Decoya's like, "Yes, I do."
And no one
And now she's gone.
Yeah,
Rest her soul.
If only the other big orc were here. Okay, so you managed to patch up Twiggy. I'm assuming you share the information that you saw earlier.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't give a fuck what they're saying. I'm like, Twiggy, who did this to you? We're gonna get them.
He kind of like just points off. to the direction he came from.
Yeah, there was an old lady with a bell, and she had like an army of dark spirits.
Well, looks like we've got to put them to rest. Puts on sunglasses. Yeah!
All
I
right.
look at William and I say, as much as I would love to put them to rest, I don't think I have enough spells left in me to put down 100 ghosts.
Kern kind of looks over. He's like, I think we should avoid the 100 ghost.
Yeah.
I agree with Corn. Maybe they'd pass by now. We could probably go around.
I mean, like, how many spell slots did you guys burn? I still have the vast majority of mine.
You guys only woke up a little bit ago. You should mostly have your spell slots.
I have 3 level 1 and 1 level 2.
You went Divine Smite crazy though. That's your fault.
Yeah, but they were ghosts, and I had
It worked.
Gronkum hit me.
It certainly worked.
Gronkum hit me, and I had nothing better to do.
I have only used 1 second level spell and 1 third level spell, and that third level spell was getting Twiggy back.
Out of character.
Did you roll new
I've used-
shenanigan dice yet for the day?
Yes.
Okay.
Out of character, I've only burned 1 second level on 1 first level. I still have most of my slots as well.
I have all my spells.
I think more for what he goes for is you probably don't have enough spell slots to deal with 100 ghosts.
Yeah.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, I was about to say, that depends on how clustered they are.
It's true. But do you really want to kill all those poor little ghosts?
I mean, between me and Ari, how many fireballs can we shoot off?
Quite a few.
In 1 round, if I get a chance to do or she gets a chance to do her minute meteors, yeah, that's a lot of AoE.
All
We
right.
shall burn this place.
So how would you guys like to
Yes,
proceed?
Bridget.
Are we going to track the old woman? Are we going to work our way through? What are we doing?
So we could probably banish. Hey, Wolfgar, what happens if you like destroy a ghost?
Okay.
They're gone.
He kind of looks over. It's like, I think that was a pretty self-explanatory question you just asked there.
Well, you never know. Dead things don't always stay dead.
And that's what I'm here for.
Sometimes dead is better.
It's like, but as long as you're with me, you should be just fine. Don't worry, little lady.
I missed him.
You may not for long.
Oh dear.
He had pamphlets made and everything.
Oh, I remember we got those printed. That was a great time.
Or at the end of the campaign.
We used to go door to door, spreading Finn's religion.
Interestingly enough, I actually learned that the Undying Court is apparently a Everon god,
Just
worshipped by some of the, I think they're the Northern Elves.
Yeah, you've gone farther into it than I ever went.
so, how are we doing this?
I just had the guy going door to door. Have you heard of the Undying Council?
Yeah, we didn't commit too much to it. We had that, and we made the fake company that is now the giant organization of evil. Well, not evil. Opportunity.
Neutral.
Opportunity, we'll call it.
It's a very anarcho-capitalist company.
Twiggy looks very happy, and he's eager to get back into combat, avenge himself.
I'll scratch his head.
So,
Watch out for splinters.
Yeah. I have gotten. Don't worry.
now, we are looking for the missing children. What if we just, like, talk to the old lady?
Kern kind of looks at you. Hey, you saw the same old lady I saw, right? He kind of looks over at
Yeah,
them like,
but
you saw, right?
Darius is, like, really good at talking to people he shouldn't.
I'll talk to her with my fireball.
He kind of looks over at Darius. He's like, what do you mean he's good at talking to people he shouldn't?
good at. I can talk to whoever. I don't have a bias. If you express concerns, you think this might be a hag.
It's possible. She was ringing a little bell, and the bell was attracting a large number of darker ghosts.
Perhaps
Is that
she's
at all
a
familiar to
priest
you?
of the grave, and she's tending to the spirits here.
Could be.
I could go check.
As someone who used to play a cleric of the grave, that's not how that works.
She's a death cleric.
Kern looks over at Twiggy's like, small twig. Was it the woman who did this? And he just kind of refuses to answer. At this point, he's hanging out with Will.
So we could go. Well, Paris could go talk to her, while the rest of us wait to ambush them if they turn out to be not so friendly.
That could work.
Oh, I think some people should probably go with Theris just to make sure that he's safe.
Well, give me a moment to prep something if you think things may go bad. And I sit down and start preparing a ritual, and I'll cast silence on a stone and
Okay.
give to whoever's going to stay back. So if things go south and this is a hag or something, they can get that within range.
Fancy.
Somebody that's melee would probably be best with this.
So
I know someone who's melee who doesn't need any magic at all. Except for the magic of swinging his glorious, glorious axe.
No, they'll just think of it as the perfect stealth stone for a barbarian. He can scream while raging and no one will hear a thing.
He could even put plate armor on.
He has a chain armor on, I think, right now. Alright, so you cast silence on the stone. Wolfgart looks over at you, Theris. He's like, do you have any type of protection against these creatures? Barrier magics against undead, perhaps?
I mouth the word what because I can't hear him. Because it's not silenced.
He's like, oh, bother. Alright, so you give the stone to Gronkum?
Yeah, move. Set it down and move whoever wants to talk. I step outside of the range.
Okay.
So
you kind of explain to people what it does.
Okay, so he asked if you had any magics to protect you from the ghosts, some kind of barrier. Also, what'll be the signal if we should jump in? Because I get the feeling William and I will start layering the area in fire.
I will probably come under attack.
Well, give a signal so this way we have a moment to prepare.
Okay, if everything seems good, I'll give the thumbs up. If not, I will start waving my arms frantically.
Got it.
Before this all starts, I'm going to cast Mage Armor.
Out of character. That was actually the first level spell slot I used.
So Kern's like, I can take you to her. She's like, she hasn't gone far. Let me get this.
All right, let's go.
Get sample.
How close can I get to her
Um,
without appearing to be noticed?
Roll a stealth check. Just trying to set this. Shit, go. just go. These ones. All right.
So did William William detect any magic on that fetish thing?
You detect no magic on the fetish.
What about in the circle? That's what that circle's there for.
Other than what your party has with you, you don't really sense any other direct magic.
Okay. Well, it lasts for 10 minutes. Just let me know when it drops.
So
I'll go ahead and
Ferris,
pick up. Oh, sorry.
you watch. Kern kind of brings you out. We'll just use this for speaking sake. And that stealth. Kern's gonna also stealth.
Oh shit, that one. God damn it.
No, it's not.
Just keeps going.
He's out of range.
30
Is he?
feet?
Yeah, he's way off. He's with Theris.
Oh. I didn't even see that people were up there.
He gained his level in temp HP.
Oh, there's
I think that actually happened yesterday too.
awesome. Well, is this like all open ground or?
No, it is not.
Okay, so I'm sure we would have also been moving up.
Yeah, you guys were moving off in different. You weren't actually on this map earlier. So
Also, I'd be away from Gronkum just in case I need to cast a spell.
hold on, you guys are still further back at the.
Oh, okay.
Also, I'm going to have to be right at my shoulder.
All right. So
Nice.
I gotta modify some. All right.
You see a woman just kind of sitting there on a log. She doesn't seem to see you.
Okay, I'm going to try. If we are going unnoticed, I'm going to try to quietly start casting a spell. I need 60 seconds for it, though.
Seemingly, you begin casting.
Doesn't seem to notice.
And I cast Magic Circle, Protection versus Undead.
Okay.
And I'll let Kern know what I've done. Hey, this area, these glowing runes here, will protect you from undeath. If that's a hag, it won't, but any of the spirits here should protect you. Let the others know if I can't, that they can
Okay.
stand here and be safe.
He kind of gives you the thumbs up. He kind of notches an arrow.
Okay,
Just
wait
kind of
here.
waits. All right.
And is it dark? Is this like nighttime, like hard to see?
It's not nighttime. It's actually probably about this point. It's probably like 10 to 11 o'clock in the morning, but it's completely foggy.
Okay.
It's a little cool, but yeah, it's not completely dark. It's just very, very foggy.
So I'll start making my way up there, not, making myself visible, not acting aggressive or anything. Oh, friend, excuse me.
She kind of looks over in your direction.
Kind of looks at you strangely. She's like, "Oh, It's you.
What do you mean it's me? You were expecting me?
We expect everyone, but you are familiar to us.
Are there spirits flying around her?
No, you don't see any at the moment.
I look around like when she says that, I'm like, you say us, are there others here?
It's just Cray.
Yes, there's many others. This island is full of life.
And what do you do here?
Oh, I tend the gardens.
Are you a
He kind of like,
priest?
oh, goodness no.
Can I tell anything about this woman now that I've talked to her for a moment?
Roll an insight check really quick. She seems far too comfortable and at ease for a place like this. This doesn't feel good, but you don't feel threatened yet.
So what is it you do here by tending? I've seen spirits here. Do you tend to the spirits?
It's best not to get attached to them. They do try so hard, but in the end, they're always such a disappointment.
How so?
Well, sometimes children don't listen to what you tell them to do, and no matter how much you insist, sometimes they just don't listen. But they do make for a lovely garden. And you kind of look around. Roll a perception check.
Are we any closer by now?
You guys kind of are watching off from where you are because you have a decent enough kind of distance.
Okay.
You can kind of ready yourselves, but I mean, you can kind of try, but you do run the risk of being.
In
You
Discord,
kind of look
I'll
around.
make GIF of what this reminds me of.
You see more of those fetishes kind of spread around through this area.
Blair Witch style fetishes?
It's like spread hide fetishes.
Now, when you speak of children, are you talking about the spirits of these children here, or the children before they were spirits?
Oh no, the garden. Aren't they beautiful? And she motions to the fetishes.
Do I know anything of what these are?
There's one close to you. Roll an investigation check. You kind of look at this one more closely. This is human flesh.
Literally what I was about to ask.
Max, roll a check. As you've
Um,
kind of been there looking at just investigation.
investigation. This is gonna suck so bad.
Relevant GIF in Discord.
Unfortunately, you kind of like you can tell it's like some sort of hide, but you can't really figure out that it's human.
Okay.
Did you create these?
Oh, we create many things.
Did you
It's all
create
necess-
this? And I pull the fetish up and hold it.
Oh, I remember her. She was a bad girl.
These were children.
Well, we like to think of them more as flowers.
And at that point, I wave my hand up into the air, and then I release a barrage of magic missiles.
All right. Everyone, go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh boy.
So that'll be your freebie action on that one.
Damn. Nice, Gronk.
We're so far away.
So you watch as you kind of go ahead and unload a couple of missiles at this creature.
There should be an extra +1 in there. 'Cause I doubled the die, but it didn't double the bonus.
No, you usually got to do them individually.
I'll just add one. Added. As you hit this, you watch as the body begins to contort and the neck almost like breaks, and you watch as like bones start to protrude as the size of this individual expands
Woo!
Now, do I have time to take the move action after I cast?
Yeah, you can move really quick.
Getting back into my circle.
Also, I'm pretty glad that I rolled a low initiative here, because it's also occurring to me that Grunkum has the Stone of Silence. So all the casters over here can't really cast most of our spells.
So you cast
I'm
this?
gonna be away from Gunkrum.
Of course, you can
What
always
is
throw
that?
if need be.
That's a huge bitch!
And you just hear her
Cock.
roar. All right.
By the way, Nobel, when do you have your soundboard up and running?
That's what I was saying. I need to finish because I really want to get my siren.
Fucking sweet, but I don't want to have to do it through their stupid app.
Does this
Hey,
look like a
Theros, can-
hag, or does this look like the ogre magi?
Oh, this is a hag.
Hey,
A very, very
Ferris,
large hag.
can you draw the radius for the Stone of Silence, or is that what that green circle is?
No, the green circle is the magic circle to protect anybody from undead. So, like, if you're in this circle, you can't be possessed.
No, the big circle.
I can't. The big circle's not mine.
Big circle's
could-
mine, and that is my detect magic.
Could you draw the range for the silence?
Who's holding
Since-
this? Whoever's got the
Bronco.
silent stone, let them draw it so they can move it when they move.
So Gronkum has the stone.
What's the range of it?
Should be 20 foot. Let me double check.
It's a square, isn't it? Or is it a... I forget.
20-foot sphere.
Okay, sphere. It's pretty big. Alright, so you guys do see the magic as Theris kind of runs away as this thing's transforming. That brings us to... Wait, no, it's not yours.
I was about to say, I rolled a 4 on my initiative. How am I going first?
That would do that. That's wrong. Kern. Kern is gonna go ahead. He sees this. He kind of like mouths to you. Oh no, you're not in the sounds. You're another one. He's like, "What the fuck is that?"
The hag, kill it.
Kindling.
He goes ahead. He's got arrows. He's
And
gonna
after
go
I say
ahead.
Kindling, I'm going to apologize to Twiggy because I know that's a sore subject.
Don't worry, he can't hear it. Zone of Silence.
Oh no, hold on. Hunter's mark. Not
Oh,
for her.
who's got the zone of silence?
Gronkum.
Gronkum. Oh.
So it's a really good thing Gronkum rolled a high initiative.
Yeah, so we can get out of it.
All right, so Kern. Yeah, oh, he did take it. Yay!
Because that bitch is going to learn that the roof is on fire. And we don't need no water.
I didn't code that. Lazy me. Okay, there we go. He's gonna draw his bow, make a sharpshooter shot. Draws his arrow.
Completely unrelated, one of my fish has decided that it hates snails and it's been going in my fish tank, personally ending the lives of all it can find.
Oh shit.
You got
That's
a
hardcore.
loach or something?
It's a beta that actually has decided it hates snails.
Oh no.
Coolie loaches will clean a tank quick.
I've got like 10 of those, and they leave the snails alone.
That's weird.
He's gonna make another attack. Another sharpshooter.
Uh,
Pain is real.
Cooloach's mouths are generally too small for snails.
I'm
Now,
sorry, not
clown
coolies.
loaches-
Not coolies. It's
Yeah, I
not
think
the
you're thinking of
clowns.
that.
It's a different one.
Oh shit! Misses both shots. He's like, this circle will keep it out, right?
No, not that thing, but any spirits it sends at us will.
Oh dear. And then he ends his turn.
Hold there.
Drunkum.
It's at this moment that he contemplates his life decisions.
Marco's going to move up and fire a couple of his oil-soaked arrows.
All right.
Yo-yo loach. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh yeah, those clown loaches are lost to do it. The loaches are just smaller.
Sure, the barbarian can hit with a bow, but not the ranger with sharpshooter.
Hmm.
Oh, and since I forgot to rage, I'm actually going to use my bonus action to...
And of course he lands. All right. There you go. Which brings us to Wolfcart. Wolfcart kind of runs up. 10, 20, 30.
It is probably at that range at disadvantage.
He is sharpshooter, though, I think. Hold on. He's fine.
Oh, he didn't activate his rights. I'm just gonna shoot Mark for now.
He's going to go ahead.
Take a shot at her. Miss. Shot it with offhand. That's a hit. And then the main hand last time. Actually, hold on. He gets it, right? Yes, he does. There you go. He's like, the arrows don't seem to be working very well. Deft.
Arrows don't work. That's great to hear. I'm going to move and use my bonus action to move some more. So about here, and then I counted, so it's about here.
Oh, by the way, Nabil,
Hmm?
did Wolfgar use his rights at all, or?
No, he did not.
You know what? All my weapons are piercing, so we're just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna whip out the vicious shortbow and take a shot.
Out of character, that's what it probably is both of them are using mundane weapons.
You
And
might be right.
yeah, it's probably non-magic.
That's what I was gonna cast magic weapon on my turn.
Oh, yep, you're right.
It's very rare for a damage resistance to physical to apply to magic weapons as well.
You guys have shitty bows. And I end my turn.
Silence.
He's like, at least I can fire more than once.
That hurts.
Right in the feels.
Alright, Max, you see action heading on.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cast magic weapon on my longsword. I
Alright,
used
so
on my
you
last
enchant the blade.
Yep. That automatically
What
disappeared.
is Mr. von Bismarck?
Paladin.
Ah,
Vengeance Paladin.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. And I'm...
because that just reminds me of my Forge Pirate.
The magic weapon's a bonus, so you could move again.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
He's like, but that would put me closer than everyone.
If I use another action, if I use my action as a move action, can I use Divine Sense afterwards? Or would that wait till next turn?
Divine Sense is an action to use.
It is? Okay. Fuck it. I'm just gonna throw javelins at it, because that's all I can do at the moment.
I've got a plan for some AA.
Out of
That's
curiosity, magic weapon, does it apply to all weapons you cast, or just the...
Oh, maybe heal that real quick. I forgot that actually does that. 1 second for this. I'm gonna just reapply the 1 damage. Actually, I'm doing things so wrong. I'm sorry. Let me roll the hit real quick. I'm sorry, Nobel. I re.
You fine, man. You good?
Do you want me to re-roll? I re-rolled the damage and went higher than what I originally rolled.
That's fine. I mean, the overall is lower. So,
Is that okay with you, Nobel?
and
That's
actually, now that I think about it, the damage you would have done with the resistance is actually identical.
Oh. Okay, so just roll a second one for the second attack. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And that is my turn.
Her turn. You just watch the massive. I'm not even gonna draw it because it covers everything. You just watch as a massive fog cloud covers the entire area, even thicker. You guys can't see anything, so you have disadvantage on those who are close enough to see it. Other than that, you can't see this thing.
What is the range that we are capable of actually seeing her?
You have to get close enough and either roll a perception. It just depends on how you see her.
Like Gronkum probably knows. Kern knows where she is, but he barely, just because a sharpshooter, would be able to take shots at disadvantage. Well, actually, he's got Hunter's Mark too, so that might help him out. Jeff can't see it at the moment, but had a general idea of where it was at the time.
That is a really thick fog.
Action. And that ends. It's
Just have to ask. Did that spell have a verbal component?
Valid point.
valid point.
Did she cast it before or after she moved? Like, would I have seen her move in front of me?
No, for this one, Jamie, you actually watch
Mhm.
as she kind of pulls out this strange looking flower
Okay.
and kind of like
I was
squishes
curious.
this weird goo and it spreads.
Wait, so that's the fog thing?
Mhm.
Okay.
I can have very fun magic.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna kill it real quick.
Positive note. Theoretically, she should be where we last saw her.
But even then, you can't really see her that well from just general fog from where you were. Like, you have the general idea of where they were, but you haven't actually been close enough to see yet.
Okay.
I mean, you saw like the arcane missiles and all that in combat, but other than hearing the sounds, you haven't quite seen it.
It's basically tracer rounds in fog.
Oh, and the other thing you hear, as it does that, William, you just hear it start to laugh.
That's silence.
And then it all of a sudden cuts off real quick.
Oh yeah, that's right. You just see the body. Grolcom, you basically see this. You just see it kind of laughing, but no one can hear it.
There's no sound in silence.
So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on Twiggy.
Okay.
Fire, of course.
Remember, that will break or detect magic if you're planning on keeping that up.
It's just going down. I don't need it. The magic has shown itself.
Okay.
And
Do you have a Dragon's Breath concentration effect already set? Or?
Yeah.
Alright.
I just have to open it up. And I'm going to tell Twiggy to hold his action unless something comes within range. Or comes within 15 feet. And when that happens, that he should show him how spicy his breath is.
He kind of nods at you.
Thus, I have AA. Because he's
Then
on
one
my
of your
shoulder
friends
still.
gets feared, runs
Yep.
towards it, and
He's
gets
a mounted
attacked.
turret.
And then I'm going to leave this. I'm actually going to make this ring 5 larger because then that's my movement. No, it's not my movement. What is my movement?
25.
I need to think of short people walking again.
I know. When Nobel lost his boots, that was the most confusing thing ever. It's like, I can't walk 30 anymore. Yeah.
7 William is going to move there. Twiggy will force him along. And then to clean things up, I will get rid of my circle. And that is my turn.
All right. Newen. Go up 5, 15, 30. We'll just give him. He kind of looks off in the distance. Can't really see. He's just going to keep 10, 15, 20, 30.
And since the way this game is going for purpose of shenanigans, I'm just going to do this for the moment.
Ari,
Mm-hmm.
right behind you, from east to west, you hear boom, 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 boom. You turn, but you don't see anything.
Maybe
Twiggy.
because of the really thick fog.
You felt it, though. Something big.
It's Tyrone.
So Twiggy's just staying with you, correct?
Correct.
All right. There's.
He is
Can
my
I see the hag?
You kind of see the outline of it just because it's a little bit bigger and you're already kind of close.
But it's enough to target, correct?
What are you trying to target it with?
Wand
An
of
attack or a
paralysis.
Is it a save or an
Save.
attack?
I have to see it.
I would say you have just enough to kind of target it.
That son of a bitch. By 1. And then I'm going to move just outside of the silence.
Okay.
Is Sock even here?
In our hearts.
Stock was handed off to someone. I don't recall him being dispelled.
He's probably like in my boot.
Actually, we are.
I thought you didn't wear.
Oh, you're right. Okay,
Did
he's
I?
in my sleeve.
We gotta get you shoes though.
James,
Nah.
Yes.
you watch as the kind of the water pulled on the ground next to you begins to kind of vibrate. You hear boom, boom, boom running straight at you.
Fudge. Okay. Hey, what's up, bitch?
It's gonna go up and try to grab you. Oh God!
How you doing?
I'm glad that the volume of ones that have been rolled so far is not universal, or is not to one party individual. It's universal.
So
I will let
Matt.
that one stand.
I'm sure you do. So Max,
Mhm.
You watch, and as this creature runs at you, you see this little blue light. It almost looks like a wisp, but much brighter. Fly straight at you as this thing goes to grab you, and
Mhm.
right before it can grab you, you kind of poof, and everything kind of goes gray, except for the little ball of light you're holding is still blue. You watch as it goes to grab it, and Max disappears.
You've got an ethereal, motherfucker.
Wisps are gonna wisp.
He looks confused,
Also,
and
I
it's
believe that does trigger
Twig.
Twiggy's reaction.
Hey Twiggy, fire away.
Yes, that would. And let's get the cone out.
And you won't be able to hit him. I'll be right back.
Oh dear.
Is it a 15-foot cone?
Yep.
Well, then your cone's too big.
No. See?
What I have
Angles.
is a 15-foot code.
Yes, on that angle. But it's based on the squares covered. So if you rotate it to an angle, this works out to be a 15.
You're
Just
right.
because of the squares it covers.
That's 15. I will have to wait till Nobel gets back to see if I need to roll on Bismarck then.
On Bismarck?
Yeah,
No, Bismarck is ethereal, remember?
we think he's ethereal.
Fair enough. But yeah, sometimes you can kind of fudge the lines, because as you can see, these are both classified as 15.
Yeah.
So it really, in a sense, it kind of depends on which 15 you want to go for.
Also depends how
Also,
the GM wants
the
to
reason why I
rule
put
it,
that
because
on
typically
Twiggy immediately is he doesn't need to speak to cast it. So even if I'm in the cone of silence, it still works.
Yep. And
also depends on how
has
GM
blind
wants
sight.
to rule it, because typically you measure from the center of your square, not the actual corner. So if that was moved to the center, that might put him just outside, like at the top edge. Like if you move up to the edge of the block.
Yeah.
I think we've always been just doing it as measuring it from the point of the square, not necessarily the dead center of it.
Well, not center like that, but the center of the side, like where the green cone is. You need to move it up where it's touching the edge of the 5-foot square.
Yeah, in this case, because it's being shot on an angle.
Well, the other thing
Which
is
is why we
keep
put
in mind
it
that Twiggy's on my shoulder.
Yeah, like that.
He's not in the middle of the square.
Yeah, regardless, even if if it was at like the center there, it would still cover Bismarck. So the question is whether or not it's ethereal, or whether or not it's ethereal.
Did not allow you to pivot it away a little bit, like move it like one square up.
Theoretically, he would be able to. The problem is vision. Well, I suppose actually Twiggy has blind sight, so
Yeah, Twiggy has blind sight, and
Twiggy does have blind
smart
sight.
He could
enough
do it
not to
right
just
there.
try to center the blast on it.
so we have a question, Nobel.
Okay.
Do I have to worry about hitting Bismarck?
No, you currently can't affect him at the moment.
Okay. Well, then I will get rid of the cone and just roll some fucking.
He's just kind of sitting in this weird realm holding a little blue light.
Failure.
It's just kind of like. Here's it kind of lets out like this kind of guttural growl.
So there's Twiggy's reaction.
All right. You watch as it moves in closer. It's going to take a strike at you. Claw.
But
Didn't you
it
try a
already
grapple?
As
Yeah, didn't it
multi-attack.
use its action?
It's a special attack for it.
No. Then I'm going to use my reaction to cast shield.
Does that block 26?
Oh no, it doesn't. Never mind.
I was like, damn. Shenaniganry?
The only shenaniganry I can put up is it should have disadvantage because, face so fire.
You have luck points.
Oh, actually, those are not the shenaniganry you're talking about. That does not roll whatever it rolled. It rolled a 2.
You have that shenaniganry too.
Didn't you say she attacked the paladin first?
Multiple attacks.
Yeah, but multi-attack is the action.
Yeah, I know. So one of the attacks she gets allows her to attack him, and then she's using one more attack on him.
But whatever it rolled a 2.
I took a couple of attacks away from it also.
So if it can beat,
No,
plus 3.
It cannot. So that's a 10.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
So you watch as it kind of goes, it hits the ground, you kind of duck out of the way. Twee's like, oh yeah. That's that one. You already went. There's. Okay, now we're back. Alright.
Let's see. Well, one of. I assume I don't see the second tag from where I am.
You hear loud thuds, but you don't specifically see it at this.
Okay. How about from there?
Oh yeah, you see it now and it sees you.
All right. Wow, that's big.
And it's ugly.
Don't say that about Ari.
Adversely, when she says it's big, that's what she said.
Ari is going to use a. Oh, crap! I need to draw out the radius of that to double check. What is the radius? 20 feet high. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to create a. Or I'm going to use my action to cast Wall of Fire, making the outside of the wall damaging.
Okay. That technically burns. Oh, is it only outward or is it both directions? I forget.
It's only outward. I only get to select one direction. So people on the inside are fine, but people on the outside. Oh, right. Sorry, Wolfgang.
He's a bit close.
Let's see. How does careful spell work again?
I don't think it works with wall of fire type spells because it stays stationary.
Mm-hmm. So,
Just figured I'd point it out. I mean, I don't. You guys like fireballed your barbarians into oblivion last night.
You mean we fireballed our traders into oblivion last night?
It's true.
yeah, they're not really our barbarians at that point.
I think Q's character is about to like commit suicide off the rock. He's like, a red dragon just flew out. Oh no, I'm jealous.
I have nothing to live for.
Okay, yeah. So, sorry, Wolfgar.
Oof.
He's like, motherfucker!
I mean, I'm debating because I could expand the radius, but I want to be careful not to encompass the. Maybe if I just reposition it. Yeah, that'll work. I'll drop it there because I don't believe that'll target William or Twiggy from where it is.
It's close.
They're within it, so I'm sure they're fine.
All right, so you drop it around.
I have the effect set for this. Oh damn. And how long does Wall of Fire last for? Wall of Fire lasts for a minute. Alright. At which point, I will then go ahead. Is it disadvantage to attack the Heg at this distance?
With what?
With a something like a firebolt.
Yeah, you don't have any type of additional ability, so yeah, it would be a disadvantage, but it's not very high AC.
Plague at a 1. And that's not good.
Yeah,
Also
don't do that.
debating what level of sorcery points I want to use. Yeah, I guess our goal is to really hurt this thing, and we don't know how tough it is, so I'll do 2 points to quicken the wall.
Actually,
And,
no, I
oh
won't.
wait, I don't have the extra. I suppose it doesn't matter which one I forgot. I'm not high enough level for a third meta. So, I'll then go ahead and quicken a spell, and then I'll throw a firebolt at the hag.
Okay.
It's disadvantage.
Oh, still hits though.
Nice damage.
I think the Shield of Fire should help.
All right. Kern.
Oh, also, does the hag count as it entering for the first time? Like, I believe when something spawns on that procs. If I'm not mistaken.
I'm trying to scroll. Believe it does.
So each time, a creature enters within the area or ends its turn.
Well, yeah, but it specifically says even when it appears that they take the damage. Second paragraph. So yeah, you can roll your damage.
Alright.
All right, Kern. Over here. Gets up. He's gonna take a shot at it. He's gonna take it. Why not? He'll do a sharpshooter shot. I think that hit. Finally. 9 points of damage. Second. Yeah. Sharpshooter shot. And another 9. Grunkum.
Okay, Grockum's Grunkum's. He's gonna drop his bow and
Swing away. That certainly hits.
In case you're wondering, though, the second circle is the radius for the wall's actual damage.
Wolfguard gets away from the fire. Let's see. So he's going to activate on his main hand. Then a shot. Yeah, we'll do sharpshooter. Damage. Actually, did I not drop my extra damage? No. Guess that means what to do. Another hit, so that's 2 of those. $15 points of damage. Not looking too pretty. Deft.
Okay, as soon as that fog dropped, I am assuming Deft would just instantly be focused on that necklace.
Okay.
Even though they're still in the silence. Can I see the hag?
Can you see the hag? You see the outline of the hag, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna approach.
Okay. You see it fighting with Gronkum.
And I'm gonna take some swings.
Stab, stab, stabbity, stab, stab, stab.
Is that disadvantage? Or am I close enough?
No, you're fine.
Cool.
Oh!
Hey!
nice.
There you go.
Oh, these are breaking my toys. Oh, hey. Oh, no. Hold on.
Did that add critical?
Yeah, that's your green die there, the one.
Oh, hold on. Undo that damage really quick. You have things to add.
Undid.
Yeah, you should have your sneak
thank
attack
you.
in there.
Ooh!
So you get a 3 times critical.
So
what I would do is just grab the regular damage.
activate your sneak attack damage.
Oh boy.
Because it is a sneak attack.
Wait, I gotta find it.
Yep, so drop that and then go up into the modifier section and activate your critical. And then go ahead, let me just double check something. Using your scout dagger, right?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure the tag is on correct.
Where do I add the critical?
Yep, you're good to go. So, so if you go to the top right corner, there's a section called modifiers. It's right near
Plus and minus symbol.
effects. Yeah, plus minus symbol. And then it'll say damage and attack as options, and you
I see it.
damage and click critical.
Okay.
So you got that damage, and then we're going to add damage after that. So go ahead, and your dagger is marked as magic as it should be. So go ahead and roll your damage on him, and then I'll add more damage.
Oh my goodness.
Holy dice. Okay. So it does resist part of that. bad though. Go ahead, roll 3 more d6.
Great.
Oh,
Just in chat, or
does
Just
not
in chat.
appear to have done magic damage.
not a great roll.
I'm gonna check it.
Yeah, it's not marked properly as magic.
No, it's marked as magic.
I-
Don't know if it matters for this one. Just check.
You'd have another D4 in there also.
Yeah, there would be another d4 also. Correct. Roll another d4.
Great.
Might be.
That's a 1.
Oh, yep. It's in your item. It is not in your attack. Give me 1 sec. And I'll give you a choice. I'll either let you re-roll it with your magic corrected, or you can take what you have now.
Oh. I did roll a couple ones in there. What do you think? Should I do it again?
Alright, so they're tagged on your attacks now also. It's up to you. Let me heal
Probably
it.
rolled about average.
I'm gonna take this one, I think.
Okay. So
I guess maybe that would be a bit above average.
it takes an initial 16.
Yeah, about average.
If I re-roll, I'm gonna roll like all ones. I just know.
Pick up all those dice and then just drop them in the chat to see what it would come out to.
Oh yeah.
It'll be all 6s and you'll cry.
So Deft,
All ones and twos.
how do you want to do
And a
this?
couple fours. Ooh. I think I just run up at it
Okay.
and dig a dagger like into her neck or something and just screaming, but it's completely silent.
Okay. So you go ahead, you just puncture straight in, you watch it starts bleeding out, kind of wheezing. You can't hear it, and it kind of slumps to the ground. And then Deft, you watch as one of those little ghosts kind of slowly descends and then just kind of flickers. And you watch as it stands back up.
I'm gonna
Okay.
make eye contact with Gronko and just shake my head a little bit, looking extremely scared.
Now, out of character, let's go ahead and hope that these things don't have 100 lives.
Oh dear.
Which brings us to so that was you have one more attack, right?
I got one more attack, but instead of that, I'm going to disengage.
Bonus action disengage.
I think I've got like 10 feet of movement left, so I'm gonna go.
Something like that. You can fly too, don't forget. Although you had a bad experience last time. I don't know if you want.
Yeah, I'm right here. Just backed up a bit. Yeah, okay, that's it.
Alright. Max.
Hmm.
You watch as you kind of fade, the little blue light glows. You
Mhm.
fade back into reality. It's still there, and then it just kind of flies away.
Oh, little buddy went away. Okay.
So did that hag
I'm
not
gonna-
die?
She died, but one of the spirits came down and kind of vanished, and she got back up.
Gonna attack.
As a reaction,
Yes.
could I have like tried to suck that soul into my hand?
You're not close enough.
Damn it.
Let's see. Just attack with a longsword, I guess.
It's time for Vacuum Ferris to get to work.
Like, can I do it now? Can I do it now?
How about now?
No worries, answer.
Let's
Well,
see.
Gronkum and Deft won't hear it, but I'm yelling for everybody else to. Or I'll do it on my turn. Never mind. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Would we not hear it, or are we just not making noise?
You can't hear anything in there.
Oh.
You don't make noise, you can't hear anything. It's dead silent.
Yeah,
Okay.
sound cannot exist within that sphere.
Yeah, no. Decisions.
Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo.
Meow.
You watch as the hag in front of Gronkum just looks extremely angry. You watch that hag falls over and just starts burning.
Let me see. Do I have any
No, the question
oil I
is-
can add to the
Does
fire?
it burning because the wall
Wolf
of fire,
Gart?
or-
Ari and William and Max, you hear a guttural scream coming from the south.
Oh,
Here comes
poke
the
that.
third.
Sucks to suck.
So you
That's a
dispatch
huge bitch.
the hag as it just starts to catch fire and slowly burn.
Okay. That's my turn. Oh, wait, I want to move real quick. I move 5 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30-ish feet. Sorry, I forgot about the rest of my movement.
She looks extremely angry. She's going to move away so Gronkum, you can get an attack of opportunity. At disadvantage of the fog. And actually, remember, everyone needs to be making their attacks until her concentration breaks at disadvantage.
Oh.
It's okay,
Shit.
though.
Wait,
Even when we're this close.
Did she become unconscious or incapacitated at any point when she was downed? Or does it work similar
Actually,
to
I'll allow it that way. We'll say it broke then. No, she still falls down. So, yeah. It's still foggy in general, but not that foggy, I'll say.
to near the same degree?
yeah.
So, go ahead and make your attack.
Nice.
That's a hit. You lay into her. She runs out about here. She turns around, just screams. And then she's going
Can't
to
hear
do
it.
something a little bit different.
I don't
Fireball?
like seeing that.
You watch as she slams her fist into the ground, and you watch a 20-foot wall of thorns completely surround that circle.
So it's on the edge of it, right?
20 feet diameter, 20 feet high, and 5 feet thick.
Not sure I like this.
I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw who is within that circle.
Deft and Gronkum get a plus 3 bonus, I believe, to it.
Yeah, I
Plus
believe
Oh,
it's
for
equal to
being
your
new?
charisma modifier.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your saves.
Plus 3.
What save is it?
It's a
Dex.
dex save.
And you have an additional plus 3.
Ooh.
It's spell DC, I believe.
James, do you have a minus 2 to your dex?
No.
So I take no damage. Evasion.
Then James
Evasion.
got 20, not 17. If that's
Oh, I forgot. I
relevant
get
as well.
that bonus too. My bad. Forgot I get that bonus too. I thought it was only to my.
I get the feeling the extra 3 wouldn't have mattered in that particular instance, but it's still a good habit to get into.
Alright, so Thirst saves, Max saves, Drunken saves, Death saves. Kern's gonna save.
Nah, I'm not in range of Kern, sadly.
Kern has got like a 7. Although he rolled like shit, he does not save. So,
Does the magic circle at all help him?
nope,
No?
undead. That's
If I'd known for sure it was going to be a hag, I would have done Fey, but I know there were spirits around for sure, so I was erring on the side of what I knew.
You're probably made a smart decision because if they do come, that's going to be super helpful. Alright, so
And that's why I set 2E to turret mode.
everyone except for Kern takes 15 points of piercing or slashing damage.
With the
Doesn't.
exception of Deft.
Kern,
Also,
deft is completely avert.
Yay.
Kern takes.
Is this spike growth?
This is Wall of Thorns. And then Kern takes 30.
We did a wall of fire, they did a wall of thorns. And their wall of thorns is just out of the range of my wall of fire.
He does have temporary hit points, though. So he only goes down 23. It could be worse. And then it will use the remainder of its action to move
How high is it, by the way?
20 feet.
And that's just in the edge of it, or is that everywhere?
The entirety of it is 20 feet high. 5 feet thick, 20 feet high, and it's all rough in the middle.
Okay. So the actual wall is just around the outer edge, or are you a little confused by your Okay. So is it a dome?
Not quite.
Okay.
Just didn't have enough oomph for that.
I got shenanigans.
I always appreciate a good shenanigans.
At least from me only, though. Sad face. Finn?
Yeah.
Oh god. And it involves Finn. This can't be good.
Oh, no. I'm saying it's his turn.
Oh. It didn't ding.
It didn't.
You got
No
a
ding for
big
you.
wall of fire in your face.
Big wall of fire,
But it doesn't hurt.
and where is it wall of fire?
The inner circle is the actual wall. The outer circle is the radius that you take damage.
Is it 10 feet of burn?
It's a 10-foot radius around the wall.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
In this case, it's being used as a shield.
So I can't really move.
Not unless you want to take the damage, yeah.
Yeah, all you see at this point, you see Nguyen standing outside like this big, humongous wall. And then you see the one burning in front of you, and you guys are stuck in the wall, and you heard a roar to the south. A very pissed off sound.
One, I'm going to take the dodge action.
Smart man.
2, I am going to take out some pocket meat and stick it on Twiggy's prosthetic arm.
And start
Okay.
roasting it over the wall.
I'm so done.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Nguyen is like so confused. He doesn't want to be near the fire, but he can't go in here. Does he have shenanigans? Let's see.
Can he talk to the wall of thorns?
Probably not. But shit.
I was checking on my concentration.
Oh, he's got 2. He He's just gonna run 5.
Sorry, Theris. I was trying
Where
to
am I
move the
running?
map. I didn't mean to. I was trying to move the map.
That ends his turn. Twiggy! He kind of looks at you and he kind of like elbows you, like, look what I did. He's like, that's all me. His fire breath skills are amazing.
I'm gonna gesture him like, "Come on, boy, roast my meat."
He kind of looks and just starts like uses the dragon's breath. Roll. The meat
Does
gets
he
kind of.
actually use
I'm
the dragon's
done.
His hand is like smoking a little bit.
I'm so done.
He apparently thought you wanted him to use the breath and not the wall.
breath?
Oh my god.
Actually, it's probably safer to use the breath. The wall's pretty intense.
Well, I
But,
guess
I mean, it tastes good. I mean, for road food, it's not bad at all.
Oh god.
hey, at least I don't have to worry about starvation right now.
He like feeds it to you.
Oh.
As a proper servant should.
I mean, it's within the description. You don't do anything else?
In response, I'm gonna kind of scold him for using his action, but not too hard.
All right. So that
Tell him
brings
to keep an eye out for things coming.
to our dear buddy. Oh, Theris, I need a Constitution save from you. Oh, you did it. Never mind. Good man. Your turn, my friend.
What level spell is this? Because
Oh,
I'm going to
thank you.
cast
I forgot about
Dispel.
that.
I believe it is level
Oh!
6.
Okay, so I got to make a 16. Let's hope this works.
Don't forget it is 16 plus your spellcasting ability, or it's D20
10
plus
plus
your
my wisdom.
spellcasting.
Oh no, that's not you. I thought I saw the nat 20 and got excited.
Well, that was for my con save to keep up magic weapon.
Unfortunately, a 7. You attempt to, and it just the wall keeps growing. It's just too strong.
Well, that's all I can do then. I'm not going to try to move
So-
in this.
Sock just kind of looks at you, deft. Well, shit. Actually, hold on.
Holding on.
Which brings us to. We do. Oh yeah, it's this one.
What's her name? Hmm.
Her name
This is
is
Ethel.
very upset.
You watch as she appears, and it's going to cast a spell.
Is she within the radius?
Nope. She's outside your burn.
Does it require line of sight? And does the fire occlude that line of sight?
I don't think it makes specific note that it blocks line of sight. I think it's more just interpretation of it's a wall of fire. So flames are probably moving around as they do.
AFK sec.
It is also 20 feet high, so near the base it might be harder to see.
Okay. So,
All I'm saying is
need-
I'm like 3 fucking feet tall.
everyone in the circle of
Wall
fire,
is
I need
opaque.
perception checks.
I suppose it does say the wall is opaque.
The fog did dispel, yes.
Perception.
Hey, Nobel?
Uh-huh.
It does say the wall is opaque. So I was mistaken in that regard.
That's okay. Alright, so I need. Hello.
Oops, I accidentally threw it in the tower. Rip.
Oh shit, he rolled. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a buzzing sound above you.
Is the hag about to try and send bees to a firebug?
I need all of you to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Is it considered a poison?
No, it is not.
Is it bees?
Is it what?
Is it bees or a venomous insect that's stinging us?
It is a piercing damage.
Mm.
Oof, William. Oof.
Ari, you save.
Thank you, Infernal Constitution.
So. Oh, shit. So William and Wolfguard take 34 points of piercing damage as you're surrounded by these insects that just start biting and stinging away at you. Ari, you take 17 points.
See what happens
Ouch.
when you disobey my orders, Twiggy?
7. Oh, you already got it.
It's actually a valid point. The insects coming in probably would have gotten coned.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Wolfguard's down.
Damn it, Wolfgar. You had one job.
Oh, not 341. 34.
So we need to make a save to maintain concentration.
Oh, no. I need roll a d20 for Twiggy.
D20 for Twiggy. I also need to make a...
How much hit points?
Not shit.
I took 17, and I get... Is an 11 sufficient?
Well,
On 17
Twiggy,
HP?
you took... Brandon's 15.
Let
It's
me
half
look
the,
up
yeah, you're fine.
Oh, okay.
Any servant.
It's half the damage you take in a con.
Oh, okay. In that case, the wall is still up. Hurrah, wall!
It gets harder later on when you get hit for like 80.
So Twiggy has...
So Twiggy takes a grand total of 17 points of damage.
He's done.
Rip, little man.
We knew him.
Default is 10. If you want to go by dice, it's 44. So even if you got max, it would be 16.
Let me check one thing really quick. Area is now difficult terrain. It is obscured, so it's going to be harder to see. Thankfully, it's a big radius, so your fire is burning off a lot of the insects, keeping it to a 10-foot area within your fire.
The bad thing is, I have no idea what happened to Wolfguard.
And the best part, so a creature must also make the save when it enters the spell's area for the first time or when it ends its turn. So as long as you stay in there without killing those bugs, you take 4d10 every turn.
I think I have a way of killing at least a good chunk of those bugs.
So that is Ethel's turn, who is deeply, very pissed off at the moment, all of you.
Oh, this bitch.
And it was piercing damage that...
Piercing damage, correct.
Okay.
Bonus action, Mantle of Flames.
Okay.
I assume all the insects that were touching or close enough to try and bite or sting me have now just burst into flames.
Nah, you're keeping them away from you at least.
Am I aware of where William is?
You just see him like swinging around.
All right, I'm going to. It's a good thing you're halfling here too. I'm going to move or fly down into his square and try and shield him with my wings.
Okay, but the fire would hit him too. It's not aversion to friendly targets, is it?
Well, I'm trying to shield him with the wings, not necessarily hug him.
Okay, just roll. How do I want to do this?
And either way, I think the 3 points of fire damage is probably better than the 17 to 30 points of piercing damage.
Just roll a dexterity check.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of just throw the wings around him. You manage to keep them safe for the moment. You just watch as Wolfgart's body's just covered in bugs at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think I can protect both of them. William, do you have a way to help Wolfgar?
For a second, I thought, or does he? I'm so confused with that. What do you meant by that? Like fuck him, or like F in chat?
No,
Yeah.
there was a big thing. I can't remember who it was that died.
Call of
but
Duty.
yeah, it's press F to pay. That's what it was. It was a
Yeah, I
cutscene
get
where
that.
you were visiting a friend's grave, and it said press F to pay
I'm-
respect.
I know, but I didn't know if he meant fuck that as in fuck Wolfgar. This is what I didn't know if he meant that or not.
Oh, hold on, I gotta send Dark a picture of this just to have fun.
Got the laugh in there.
Am I aware of where the new hag is?
Yes, you would be.
All right, she wants to stay out of the wall.
No,
I'm gonna-
actually, I have a way of dealing with this, but you're gonna get wet.
Well, this is Phoenix Fire. It doesn't douse easily. And this is Magical Fire, so that doesn't douse easily. And let's show her some more Magical Fire. I'm going to throw a fireball at her.
Fireball!
All right.
Boom!
Uh,
Actually, that may
counterspell.
Oof.
Can I counterspell the counterspell?
Fair.
Oh,
That's
hold on,
right.
hold on. Oh, we're getting meta. Hold on.
Cutter spelling the counterspell.
Hold on. I
We got a blue deck on a blue deck.
Oh,
We're bringing the
God.
arch enemy into this.
Hold on. We're getting deep now. Hold on.
Oh, dear.
She's also already used her reaction in that counterspell attempt.
She killed my twig. She will pay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Paul.
Even though Twiggy will rise again.
That he will.
Or
Take on a new form.
DM allows this. I could weaken the Bernie's Wolfgar.
Weekend at Bernie's?
You don't know the movie Weekend at Bernie's?
No, I'm not familiar with it.
Oh, it's a classic.
It's
Classic.
an 80s movie where this guy dies, and like these college age guys
It can happen.
party with him, like propping him up around and stuff. Oh god, I gotta find this fucking trailer.
All right, so William. Oh, hold on. Question though.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need sight to see counterspell because you currently have him covered?
If she can see me,
No.
Yeah,
Can William see her?
I have to see her.
So if you have him covered up with your wings,
so perception check, I guess. See if he sees her.
is it still line of sight though? Because if it's a targeting spell, he has to be able to see it.
I have
If
to
it's
be
an
able
attack spell, it's a disadvantage type thing.
I don't think it's worded as such.
Yes, it is.
That's just how spell casting works. So, like, if you have fog and you can't target someone, you can't target them to cast a spell.
Casting spell. One reaction which you take when you see a creature within 60 feet of you casting a spell.
Yeah. So I don't think you would technically see him on this one, unfortunately.
But wait,
Here's
then
Question.
can the hag see her cast that counterspell?
Well,
That's
no,
a good
because
question.
it's who's casting counterspell.
No,
Ethel is.
it's can Ethel see?
because the wall is opaque.
The wall's opaque and it's 20 feet tall.
No. So we will discontinue our 2 counter spells. But then can you see Ethel?
That is a good question. But did I hear Ethel?
Well, you heard just a scream from the south. You didn't specifically hear where Ethel was.
I will make a perception.
That's so.
Don't you ever?
That sounds about accurate for my.
You never learn.
I like how we just went so meta we undid every action.
Retcon. We're going back to round one.
Yeah. Okay, so.
William,
So
do you
it's
know where it is?
all right. It's your turn.
William, do you know where it is?
Fuck if I know. Unless DM will allow me a perception check to try to point.
Sure.
Skills. Perception. And I rolled that in the tower because I'm so used to rolling in the tower.
I know, right?
You're not sure, unless you want to shenanigan something or use a luck point.
I will shenanigans that, and that is now whatever I rolled is a 17 on the die.
So you rolled a 19. So you do hear it to the south. You assume it's somewhere outside of the wall.
Do I know enough to accurately point?
You can point in a direction, as long as it's a spell that doesn't require a line of sight type save, then you're normally good. I think Fireball is kind of excluded because you're just hitting an area.
Yeah, it's just in an area, so I'm going to point.
Well, it means I can't directly center it on her, but
That's fair
I assume
enough.
he's just pointing south.
Mhm.
I'll throw it just far enough past the wall that it doesn't hit Wolfgar's corpse.
And I would even argue you'd probably even throw it further south than that because he would assume it's outside the wall, not just the range of the fire damage of the wall. So I would assume your top range would be
the wall
matched
is
to the
right
fire.
there. The reason why I'm throwing it here is because to avoid hitting Wolfgar.
Well, I would say even for this, you could bring it further south and even expand the area that you would be hitting for south. I mean, you're going to hit it either way, but
Yeah, because you know
You wouldn't
she's
even
not
have to
in the
get-
circle, and she's
I
not going to be
suppose it
standing in the
depends. Is he-
flame.
I suppose it depends. Is he saying it's just outside of the wall while pointing, or just pointing?
he's pointing. Well, it's up to him, but he knows it's outside the wall. But you know for a fact that thing ain't in your circle. That's
Yeah,
all I'm getting to.
It would just be that way.
Alright, in that case, yeah. It probably would be somewhere around there.
Okay, so you hit it. So go ahead and roll your save on it.
I already did.
It failed. Okay, roll damage.
Damn.
Damn, dude. Why you always be breaking my people?
And all the foliage and leaves and all the stuff around there just caught fire.
You kind of watch as some of the plants retract.
Purge this
Is it
area.
let out a scream?
Purge it all.
Oh yeah, no, it's been screaming this whole time. It's pissed.
No, if it's been screamed the whole time, then I imagine I don't have a direct indicator that I actually hit it. Yeah. Bonus action, move action, and action roll use. So that concludes my round.
All right, that brings us back to Mr. Kern again. He needs to get the fuck out of here.
Also, it's a good thing Death didn't tie my wings down.
He kind of quickly yells like, "How do we get out of here?"
Again, he's in the silent circle.
He tries to
Oh.
scream at it.
He's like, he's gonna try to climb. He's gonna use all of his actions, so that's 20 feet, 10
I'll be
feet.
ready.
Oh, thank God. So he's gonna use all of his movement. He's gonna go up 30, and then he's gonna jump off the edge. Let me see if he takes anything from. Nope. Just needs to end or move into. So he jumps out. Oh wait, no, that's not a wall. Never mind. Hello. That's a different circle. That's the silent circle. So here. 5, 10, 15, 10. Oh, so he can get to the top of the wall. But he still takes damage, so he takes... Shit.
How heavy are you, Deft?
Yep, he saves at least.
120.
Okay, 120.
He takes 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Ground come.
Okay, I got bonus action dash. Can I get out of here with that? Oh, 80 feet of movement.
Yeah, with West, you'd be able to get over the wall. So it's 40 feet to go up to the top of the wall. So you'd be 20 feet. Yeah, you could literally jump off and get outside with 80.
How close can I get to Agnes?
Let's see. So you'd be 5, 20. And then you'd go up 20, which would be 40. So you'd have 20 more if you jump down. Be roughly probably like right here. And you don't take damage, which is also great.
So, Techno, I put in the chat the link to the Weekend at Bernie's trailer.
Move your silence with you too.
Oh yeah, create your silence circle. All right. Any bonus?
Dash is my bonus action.
Oh, so you could move more if you wanted, couldn't you?
Yeah, but I have to attack.
Oh, for rage, yeah.
Already back.
So I think I'm going to throw a jab.
All right, go ahead and toss it. Yeah, that hits.
Gonna have extra attack.
Success.
Nice.
Deft.
I'm going to turn to Max, give him a 2-finger salute, and then my wings pop out from under my cloak and I start flying up.
I was gonna do the same thing, to be honest. I totally forgot you got wing.
And you're gone.
And I'm gone.
So you can move a total of 90 feet. Because you can fly, like, a lot. If you want to use all of your movement.
I mean...
So you have 30 feet chunks, and you can use any of your actions to do movement. Or all of them.
I don't know where I'd want to go, though. Everywhere is kind of bad.
Hang on a second before you do
I think for now, yeah.
Did she make her concentration check when she took damage?
Oh, from Wolfgar, hold on. Yes, she does.
I suppose, did Ethel make hers?
Didn't she get hit twice?
Makes both of those. Techno, yours makes hers as well.
I didn't even think to ask about that.
Boo.
So it's good to remember.
Okay, well, so you wouldn't have had to flown if she had lost concentration.
Correct. So you are free to fly about the cabin.
Okay, I think it's just up and over at this point.
Alright, so you go up 20 feet. Over, so that's probably your movement and your bonus. You want to take an action?
Can I see the hag?
You can see it. It would be a disadvantaged shot because of the general fog. but you can still take it.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna take the dodge action for now.
Okay, so use your action to take dodge. Maximilian!
I was gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna nope the fuck out of here.
You sprout wings?
Yes. And I'm going to fly. How far do I have to fly up?
Hold on one second. We'll check.
20.
What's your flying ability?
30.
No, what's the name of your ability?
Radiant Soul. Which.
Yeah.
I assume Asmar.
Yep.
Okie dokie. So you sprout your angelic-esque wings and...
Mm-hmm. And if possible, I'm gonna fly towards her. So I still have no idea there's another one down to the south, do I?
I mean, you've heard sounds, but you wouldn't specifically know now.
Okay, I'm off.
Once you fly up, you'll see a big circle of fire, though, if it makes you feel more confident.
Yeah, that's hard to miss.
Okay. Yeah, I'll leave them alone, because actually, even though I have no idea about Wolfguard, so can't know about him. So I go down there. Anyways, I'm just gonna move as far as I can towards her. So how far can I move?
So let's see.
After going out of the thorns.
So you got to go 20 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
Your fly is 30, I'm assuming?
Yes.
And you're heading towards who?
Agnes.
Okay, so 20 feet up. Boop. 5, 30.
And to do a dash action, it uses my action, right?
You would be about here at the moment. 20 feet up in the air would be a dash and a movement.
Okay. And that's where I will end my turn. Now you got use my bonus already, right?
I have not used your bonus. You do have a bonus still.
Okay, let's see. What shenanigans can I pull? I don't think much.
Most of your shenanigans are attached to actions.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Can't taunt her because I'm in the zone of silence.
I can't remember what book is Asmar in.
I'm trying to remember. They had a bunch of different versions of them.
I think they originally came out in the player supplement for Apocalypse.
I believe so. Yeah, they changed them like 5 times, it feels like. Alright, so she's going to once again pull out one of those awkward plants, and you watch as the fog appears. And she's going to run. William.
Yep.
You're still hiding with the tiefling.
Is the fog concentration, or is it something separate?
It is a constant. Oh, actually, no, because it's actually an item for that one. So it doesn't move with the hag, it's stationary.
So while the halfling is shielding me from the bugs from above, that would assume that there's a gap down below near the ground, aka my level.
I would argue for that, sure.
And we've already established I know approximately where Ethel is. At least the direction.
I mean, Ethel just won't shut the hell up at this point.
And she has killed Twiggy. So.
She did kill Twiggy.
She killed Twiggy. You know what that bitch is getting?
Fireball?
Fireball. Let's just get the range.
Yeah, and you're good.
Sphere. 20 foot sphere.
Fire!
They might not want to keep targeting Wolfgar and Ari.
Yeah, I should probably stop that.
I mean, I'm fine with it, but I'll leave that up to
So,
you.
I'll throw the fireball about there. And that bitch succeeds,
Oof, just barely.
which means she will take half damage.
Oof. Ouch.
Looking pretty rough though.
Or we assume so.
You smell burning ugly. All right, Newen. He's gonna run around the corner. 5. It's right here. He looks over at you, Gronkum. Gronkum! Gronkum! Where did it go? Unfortunately, you do not hear. Just roll a perception check.
Did I see which way she went?
You saw her make fog, and then you're not sure. You're assuming probably northish. But you have to go and check it out. So he looks around, doesn't see anyone hurt. Just kind of hold a cantrip in case anyone comes nearby.
Oh, damn.
Twiggy!
Is gone.
Twiggy's gone.
Oh. Rip Twiggy.
Oh damn! What?
I will share it.
And Discord or?
Yeah, fucking Reddit's being stupid. It's one of those new Reddit links.
Mm.
But if you want to see a bitch on a moped get clotheslined by a forklift,
I mean, that sounds entertaining.
click the link because it will not load.
God.
Remember the night we had a distraction by Grandma getting tased?
Yes. Oh!
RKO! No, I'm just kidding. Knock that bitch out.
How do you not see that?
Probably on her phone.
Youch. That's horrible. Okay. No Twiggy.
No sympathy for the stupid.
There's.
I can't see anything, can I?
Oh,
You're
you see a
actually...
ring of fire.
You're okay. The fog hasn't kind of come over that wooden wall yet.
But I can't see any of the enemies, and I can't see Wolfguard, can I?
No, the wall.
Correct. You see Kern up on the wall. He's kind of waving you like, come on!
Okay, yeah, that's the only thing I can do. I'm just going to take my movement and my action to crawl over.
Alright, roll acrobatics with advantage, because he's going to try to help you up. Alright, so he goes ahead, helps you up, and you manage to jump just outside the wall. It will take probably your action and your dash, but you could get outside with that.
And I'm going to cease concentrating also.
Okay. So your magic circle...
No, silence.
Oh, the silence? Okay.
The circle wasn't concentration.
Correct. So circle is gone. And no one's like, Croco, where'd he go?
Oh.
Alright. Ethel's pretty pissed.
Is she pissed enough to try and commit?
She angry. I'm gonna poke it with a stick.
Ethel pulls something out of her bag and begins to drink it.
Oh dear.
And ends her turn. Ari.
Am I aware of the hag's new location?
Not specifically. You could fly up though.
Was she still screaming
The
and
insects still there?
Is what?
Are the insects still around?
Oh yeah.
Then,
I mean, you can fireball them.
also seems like a bad idea.
Just pick up William. You got the strength.
Do you know where she is?
Is she still making a bunch of sounds?
Not at the moment, no.
Then no.
Huh.
Drop the firewall. Let me at her.
You sure about that?
Bitch will pay.
Okay. It's free action to break concentration, if I recall correctly, right?
It depends on the ability or the spell. It should tell you in the spell.
Concentration is just generic.
Well, no, but certain things to end a spell actually take an action.
It does not specify otherwise, so I assume that it's just free action to break concentration.
If it does not say, then yes, it would be.
Okay. I will free action drop the wall of fire.
Okay.
Is she visible now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there she is. And I am then going to go ahead and use my action to cast a Melt's Minute Meteor.
Okay.
And I'll use my bonus to lob a couple meteors at her.
Alright.
Va-boom, va-boom. First meteor. Any special effect occur, or?
Yeah, I need everyone to make a... What would that be?
I have no idea.
Constitution saves, please.
Is it considered
Is that
poison?
for everyone?
Oh, no.
Who's it
Everybody.
for?
Everybody.
Oh.
Everyone
Deft
on the
gets a
map?
+3 to that.
I don't know if that's gonna help.
This is
Yeah, I
going to
don't
be
know either.
interesting.
Is this everyone on the
Mine
map?
still.
Everybody.
Oh god.
You said Constitution?
Constitution save. This is going to be really interesting. Okay. I don't want to roll this, so someone roll one for Dark. Just roll a d20. We'll add his modifier.
I believe in me. I believed in me. Fuck
Oh
you,
my-
William.
Williams was first.
William, what are you doing?
Can I spend one?
No, yours can be mine. Yours can be mine.
do
What are you doing?
Do you want to use a luck point to reroll?
Well,
Well, he can't do it anyway. So he.
See, is high good or bad?
I'm gonna argue that Dark said something first before I rolled.
You mean Jam? Thank you very much. I'm not that plebeian.
Beer's working hard on me, okay?
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
All alone. Okay, so Dark gets that, and then Kern needs tails. So
You watch as this purple energy kind of shoots out from this hag as it kind of almost explodes, dying permanently. You guys look around. Deft, William, Max, and Kern all feel very strange. I need every single one of you to roll a d12.
Do you mean every single one of the ones you mentioned, or just everyone?
Who failed? Those who failed.
That is not a D12.
Well, I'm doing my best, okay?
Oh no!
Can I use a luck point on that? I'm
Yes,
not
you
okay
can.
with this.
You can use luck point.
I'm using a luck point on that.
Low's bad.
This is a why I suck.
Of course, you don't know what the number is, what's good or not.
Okay.
I'm scared. I don't like one.
So that's Max. Max, roll one for Dark. Alright, Dark's fine, hold on. You're good.
Oh. Okay.
Who am I missing? I think Kern needs one.
Did Newen roll a con save?
Newen did not, thank you. Oh god.
He has a really bad con, doesn't he?
Well, no, I was rolling Kern's D12.
Oh.
First, there he is.
Oh dear.
Con save. Oh, he does not have a great con. He fails too. Oh god.
Oh god.
So you all feel very strange. You guys watch as you look at Max, William, Deft, and Kern, and Newen, and they are now children.
You what, mate?
Max, you are 6 years old.
I'm so glad I didn't keep the one.
William, you are 5. Deft, you are 9.
Just
Let's
double
see.
checking. Is this a disease?
Kern is 4, and Newen is 8.
It is
Is
a
this a-
curse, I believe.
Is it a disease? Hope. Please say yes.
Nope.
Now, here's
I
the
tried.
question.
Probably a
Beyond
curse.
the beard, does William look any different?
He looks far, far younger than himself. The beard is gone. And we'll pause there for tonight, and I will tell you. I will tell you how this impacts all next.
What a great cliffhanger.
So me and who else didn't get turned into children?
You, Gronkum, Wolfgart, and Ari are all still adults.
Ah, jeez.
Well, adult.
Well,
As adult as we
Adult
were
age.
before.
yes. I mean, you
Oh,
can't
it's a
just.
curse.
You just can't find enough children on the street to make this many fetishes. You kind of make your children sometimes. Supply and demand.
Now, all I'm gonna say is the no kink shaming is the rule for the other server, so
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
They're not very nice hags.
Also, I don't think pedophilia is a kink. It's a
It's a condition.
I'm pretty sure the pedophiles would argue that.
Anise hags are actually very, very nasty, nasty hags. They like to make clothing out of children.
Yeah, gathered that by
Yeah.
the fetishes. You said that one permanently died. I assume the other one that burned up permanently died?
The 2 that you killed, other than the one that ran away, both permanently died.
I'm guessing fire cleanses them.
Perhaps.
That or magical fire, one or the other.
Or perhaps the bell has something to do with it.
Maybe that could be too.
But yeah. So yeah, no. I have to think up creative ways. I've been thinking of ideas of how I want people being children. Andy's known about this for a couple of days now.
Is that what the surprise was?
Yes, indeed. I was like, you know what would make this island more fun? As specifically dealing with a bunch of NPCs that target children?
Is it
I should turn some people into children.
Was this the thing that I inspired?
Uh-huh.
I'd like to apologize.
At one point, I was...
That
I'm
even though
okay
they're
with it.
physically children, it should not affect our mind.
I was actually... Well, luckily you're not one. Someone almost was one.
I was almost baby. Oh no.
And Twiggy's dead, so Twiggy didn't have to roll. Otherwise, Twiggy would have been like a little seed. Baby Groot. He was
Oh,
already
did
kind
Sock
of baby
become a baby?
Oh, yeah, no, Sock would.
Wait, I closed out. Roll for me. Roll for Sock.
Alright, so Sock.
Little baby.
18.
His modifier
He'd be dead.
plus
He was
3, so that's a
18.
21.
No, that's a save. Is
Oh,
So-
good.
He saves. He's
Sock
fine.
will take care of me. It's okay.
Damn.
So Theris, it really, really doesn't like this scenario at all with all the children stuff.
Nope. Indeed.
Well, William went from being an old man to being a child. Really, what's the difference other than the beard?
That's my inquiry.
Yeah, no, so you'll have to continue going after that third one next time.
Well,
You actually did
positive
quite a
note,
lot of damage.
We do have quite a few DPSs.
That you do.
I'm very happy about that critical I rolled,
That was quite impressive.
even though it did nothing.
It caused her to retreat.
I
Maybe
would
so.
argue that William is not a DPS. William is utility.
Let's see. 50.
Your roll shenanigery was already probably more effective.
And is there Wolfheart still down?
Wolfguard is currently still down, yeah.
70.
But he's passed all of his saves. That he...
That's it for the night.
Yeah, we'll pause here. I should be able to play. It all just depends on when my wife goes. So, when I'm assuming probably for like a week or two after we have it, depending on how things go, I probably won't have a session. But then shortly after that, we'll probably have.
Yeah, we know you're in crunch time at any moment. It could be, fuck it, I gotta go.
Yeah,
Fuck the bullshit, man.
I probably even in our daily campaign, I'll probably be playing more than DMing for the next week or two until whenever this thing's born.
This thing.
This thing, my little thing.
If you've been around children, you know that's appropriate.
I've got 3.
Yes, he does.
Hello.
But yeah, so yeah, no, we'll see when that happens. So it's not my week next week, anyways. I get to play my Goliath wizard.
Yeah.
And I get to play my